What is the process when you go to seek paranormal activity? Like, what is kind of like, is there special shoes you wear? Is there a special, is it no cologne allowed? Like, what really are and what do you take with you kind of?
Well, we have like 2 backpacks full of equipment, which we can get into a little bit if you want. But yeah, we have a bunch of probably 8 to 10 pieces of equipment that really react to EMF energy, which is electromagnetic energy that everything in the world, alive or dead, will emit. So everything, in this life or the afterlife has this EMF energy.
Bring that up real quick, just so we can put a little bit of information to it. This is some perplexity. That's what we're using here today. What is EMF energy? Electromagnetic fields, EMFs, are invisible areas of energy, often referred to as non-ionizing radiation associated with the movement of electrical current or voltage. They are produced by the flow of electricity through wires or devices and can be found in all environments, indoors and outdoors. Does everything have EMFs? Not everything emits EMFs, but almost every object emits some form of electromagnetic radiation as long as it's not an absolute zero temperature. Any device that uses, generates, or conducts electricity will produce EMFs. Mm-hmm. Natural sources of EMF include the Earth's magnetic field, the sun, and even biological processes within living organisms. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's energy. It's basically like people would say energy. This is just more of a scientific way to quantify it.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. And so almost all of our piece of equipment basically measure changes in this energy. And so if you place it there and kind of calibrate it to the environment, if there's a change in that environment, then it will go off.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
So there's that type of thing. We also use motion sensors. We also use everyday objects. So we'll get, let's say cat toys or flashlights and things like that are stereotypical or just everyday objects that are not meant for ghost hunting, just so we can show that even regular objects can be used for this type of thing so that the afterlife can communicate. Mm-hmm. So literally we'll be we'll set a flashlight down and it will turn on in front of our eyes. And it's insane. Crazy. But at the same time, we would always recommend everybody start with how we started. It's getting yourself there and say, hey, call out, get the knocks, get the voices. We've been, grabbed. We've had voices in our ears. We've been pushed. We've had doors slam in front of our faces. It's not always the equipment. It's all the environmental things.
Wow.
So definitely. It all kind of works together.
Yeah, no, going back to the Queen Mary a little bit, we didn't have any equipment back in the day. We were just sitting in a dark room and just really trying to put ourselves in the mindset that everything was real that we were experiencing.
Y'all were the equipment, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. We became the conduit.
Y'all were the equipment.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. And just as we've gotten further in our careers and stuff, this is when we've implemented new equipment that just helps us do the same thing that we did in 2018 at the Queen Mary.
It helps visualize it because you can say, oh, I felt something on my shoulder, but how does a viewer know that?
Right.
Yeah. But if they could see a flashlight turn on or if they can see a motion sensor detect motion, they're oh, well, that's really cool to visualize what we're experiencing. But a lot of times as well, now that we've done this for so long, a big part of our show is we take people on these adventures so that they can be our independent variable, somebody else who doesn't believe or maybe just interested in it, but is not part of our channel or whatever, will come out and experience it for the first time. We've had so many friends come in pretty much complete atheists or skeptics and walk away whoa, now I believe in ghosts. Mm-hmm. Even people that I'm there's no way, maybe people older than us that are oh, my whole life I've been atheist. They walk away from one night being I've never seen anything like this. I'm changing my perspective, and it's beautiful.
So people to bear witness as to what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I just wondered, were you guys just loitering for the spirit ops to show up, or what was going on? I just didn't know, what kind of was happening.
They're why is this guy here 3 a.m. just waiting in the dark?
Dude, they probably are. If you're a spirit and you're just seeing us and we're yelling,
are you here? They're yeah.
It's you
dude,
dumbasses.
And probably some of the shittiest spirits show up to talk to you guys. No offense, but it's probably the really smart spirits are I'm not talking to these dudes.
Also, you gotta think why are they in this random abandoned building? They're just trying to fuck with us, It's
Exactly.
the smart guys would go hang out in the spa or something, not in this creepy building. So we don't know who we're talking to.
Yeah, you guys are talking to some real low level spirits.
Yeah, definitely.
Holy shit! I never thought about that.
It's probably why we have so many scary experiences too.
Exactly. It's
So
like,
yeah,
fuck these
who's the
kids.
guy that's going to hang out in the abandoned island? You know, like, oh, well, he's got to be weird. So no
Well,
wonder
he's weird from this realm, and he's got to be way weird from the other realm too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
for
He wasn't
sure.
even allowed into heaven. So they're like, yeah, you just stay in that place over there, man.
Couple purgatory bad boys, man.
Exactly.
No,
Damn, that's
sure.
wild, dude. Yeah, but it does go back to like, yeah, you just wanting something, right? And then I guess it makes sense because it's like anything you start to learn, then you want, you start to get the accoutrements of it, right? Like if you are a doctor, you end up getting the stethoscope, right?
Right.
And then you get a patient, right? Like you want people to bear witness to whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that's what's like the coolest part of it is like seeing other people's like change in perspective and like how they like then afterwards like go about their lives. But
Yeah, for sure, dude. I think as far as the equipment, that was my question. It's like, yeah, are you guys just like metal detecting for bullshit or whatever out there? Like, but when you incorporate the fact that you have to be willing, you have to want something, right?
Right.
That it can show up for you. I just find that is so inspiring, no matter what, because we're all looking for some sort of ghost, We're all hoping that there's some spirit that comes up and tells us something, or that shares or something. We're all wanting something to come along and make us feel more complete,
Yeah.
And what doper place for it to come from than the afterlife or the next realm, dude?
yeah.
Exactly.
Because it feels hella inspiring as well.
For sure. And I think it's like worth mentioning too that like this stuff doesn't happen every single time we go to a haunted place. Like there are so many times that like we'll have videos that turn into like duds, even if we've traveled like across the world, where we have to like completely scrap it because just nothing happens. And so it really just depends on the spot and like the energy there.
Yeah, and it's
At
not
that
like
time.
constant either. Like most of our investigations are like 12 hours and we cut it down to like an hour of like
yeah.
the craziest stuff.
For
And
sure.
only half of that is even like any evidence that we got. So it takes a long time for these things. It's not like we out of everybody can just walk over and see Casper the Friendly Ghost tomorrow. Like it's like you have to go to the most haunted places in the entire world and then also spend a very long time trying to like open yourself up for that.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so thankful you guys came in, man. This is awesome. I just appreciate it.
you,
Yeah,
man.
it's just nice to have this kind of conversation, It's nice to be reminded of the fact that we have a part kind of in, and this sounds kind of silly, but we have a part in what we believe, but that we have a part in things that are supernatural.
Definitely.
I think that's what it is, because we alone are supernatural.
100%.
It's like crazy that we're even here.
It's fucking bizarre, dude. Especially if you look at the other animals and stuff, dude. They're all doing like normal animal shit.
Yeah.
We're out here, people are vaping. People are lying to their parents. Dude, if you were in the woods and you saw a bear lie to his parents and then sneak a piece of salmon or something, you'd be like, what the?
Then hit a vape real quick.
Yeah, dude. Imagine you saw a bear get up every morning. All the other bears are out splashing in the water, and there's one bear just sitting on his computer every day.
It's just like, whoa.
Coding
yeah.
ChatGPT. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's
what are you
fucking
doing,
code.
dude?
Yeah, he's coding.
No, it's
Oh.
insane, man.